Hey everyone, what's up? It's Snake here, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how you can create your own video game cover inside of Adobe Photoshop. Now today's video was inspired by a comment which I got on my How Do You Answer Questions video, or Help Me Answer Questions video, and this comment was from DJ Pepsi Talk Show, who said, I was wondering if you could make a tutorial on how you make a video game cover in Photoshop. It would be cool if you could. Thanks. Alright, so this is actually kind of fun. So I actually went out and made a video game cover, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So first I'm going to show you what I made. So I made this right here. As you notice, it looks kind of cool, right? I made up a completely bogus title. So I just made Nick in the Mystery of Megalodon. Basically because in the past few days I've been obsessing over this prehistoric shark called the Megalodon, and I was actually thinking about making another video just talking about my obsession with this giant shark. But anyway, it actually fit really well into the title of my video. So basically what I did was I made it with a PS3 cover kind of banner at the top. Then I had my backdrop and I had my title, my logo, because that logo represents me and my productions. Then I have the giant shark at the bottom just trying to eat the logo because, well, the giant shark is going to be the theme of this supposed made-up game. Then at the bottom I have the little at A11 Productions, which I put at the bottom of everything because that's sort of my branding logo. And then at the bottom I have it's rated M for mature because, Mystery of Giant Sharks. Why wouldn't that be M for mature? So anyway, I'm going to show you guys how to make a video game cover sort of like this inside of Adobe Photoshop. This will work in any version of Photoshop that you want to, but I'm going to use Photoshop version CS4. So to go ahead and do this, you're actually going to search for a whole bunch of things. So first, I have a couple templates to go ahead and show you. I have a template for an Xbox 360 game cover, which has the Xbox 360 game title up at the top, which you can go ahead and put that on if you want to, but I didn't want to put that on because I thought the template for the PS3 one looked kind of cooler. And so, yeah, and I don't even own a PlayStation, I just think that the PlayStation cases look cooler. So I'm going to be using that. And then over here I have a logo for the rated M logo, but if you want to make something like rated E or rated T or something, you can go ahead and search for that. I basically found every single one of these images by searching on Google. And then here I have a background of an ocean because that's what I used for the background of my little Megalodon thing. So anyway, let's go ahead and launch up Photoshop, and now I'm going to go to File and create a new document, and I have the dimensions here somewhere. Make a new document 586 by 796, which is going to be... The only reason I'm using that resolution is because that is the resolution of the PS3 template. So let me just go ahead and find the PS3 template. So here is the PS3 template. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag that into Photoshop. I'm going to drag it out, and then I'm going to drag it onto my main workstation over here. Then I can just go ahead and close out of this and have a whole bunch of stuff that I can do here. So this is basically what I'm having to work with over here. So now I'm going to go ahead and insert my colorful little ocean background, which I found. So I'm going to take the ocean background and I'm going to just put it in. You can use any kind of background you want to, but I kind of wanted to use an ocean. So I'm just going to put it to around here, sort of, which is pretty good. And I'm going to drag that underneath of my PS3 logo so the PS3 logo stays on top. So now I can get rid of that. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag in the rated M logo, which I downloaded. So let me just go ahead and import that in with Photoshop. I'll post a link to everything that I used in the description of this video as well, just in case you guys want to do something a little bit like me. So now I have the basicness of the game cover. I have the PS3 thing on the top. This is the PS3 case. I have the rated M thing at the bottom. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a new logo, and I'm just going to select the text tool, and I'm going to put in my little at A11031085 Productions, just because I put that in the bottom of pretty much every branding thing. It's on all my websites and all my channels. So we just put that there, and that'll lay nonchalantly to the side of the video. And so now for the main contender, I'm going to drag in my logo, which is going to be eaten by the shark. So here I have my logo, so let me just click and drag that into Photoshop. And I'm going to drag that out, drag it in, and I'm going to center it, because everything likes to be centered, right? And so now that I have that, and so the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to drag in my Megalodon, or my giant shark. Now I actually lost the link to download this, but I actually found this picture right here, which is a picture of a Megalodon and a whole bunch of whales, and the Megalodon's getting ready to eat the whale. and it looks awesome like that. And I basically selected that and I cropped it down to look like this, which is just basically the Megalodon by itself in transparent background. So I'm going to drag that out. I'm going to drag that onto this. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to drag it on, and it's a big shark. So I'm just going to drag it to like right here, and I'm going to drag the logo above it, and then I also got to drag the text above it too, so it's not being completely smothered by the text. And let me just undo that. And now just move the shark over here, and then it looks like the shark is attacking my logo, trying to eat it. So that looks pretty cool, right? I mean, let me just save the Megalodon here because I actually like that. Megalodon shark. I'm obsessed with these sharks. Seriously. So yeah, I'm just gonna save it as a PSD, just so I can use that in more of my stuff. So now I have my little Megalodon eating my logo. Now I just have to add in my text. So I'm just gonna go here, click some text, then I'm going to add in a text layer. And I'm gonna be using the font Helvetica because it's a universal font pretty much, and everyone uses Helvetica. And so yeah, I'm just gonna type in Nick and the mystery of the giant Megalodon. And I don't know if I spelled Megalodon right, but who cares? It's a giant shark. I gotta get over these giant sharks. So I'm just gonna make the text size to around 50, maybe a little less than 50. Maybe I'll try like 45. That sounds good, actually. And center. No, I don't want to save it. Sorry, wrong keyboard shortcut. Just drag it up there, and now finally to add in the effects of it. Now just to show you guys, for the effects I'm using the Helvetica font, and I'm using it at oblique with 45% size. And so now I'm just going to go ahead to blending options, and I'm going to give it a drop shadow, and I'm going to give it a bevel and emboss to make it look like that. And there we go. Doesn't that just look awesome? That is our game cover right here. So it's a PS3 game for Nick and the Mystery of the Giant Megalodon. And so I come up with the weird titles, but I mean, come on, I'm obsessed with these sharks. So yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it. The game title turned out pretty good. You could use any image you want to with anything else. If you guys want to, I'll provide in the description the link to the PS3 banner and also the Xbox 360 banner. And I'll also paste in the description the rated M for mature logo down at the bottom, but you can Google E or T or whatever it is you want. And so yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and save this. So yeah, Untitled 3 sounds good. I can name it later. And so anyway, that's actually pretty good. So yeah, so that's how you can go ahead and make your own custom game covers. So feel free to go ahead and actually go all out with this and just make anything that you want to. But for me, I made a shark eating my logo. But pretty much you can go all out and do whatever it is that you want with it. So anyway, that's how to make a giant little, not a giant, that's how to make your own video game cover inside of Adobe Photoshop. Thank you a lot for your question, DJ Pepsi Talk Show. If I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. It's just because I'm talking really fast right now. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or suggestions for more videos, leave them in the comments below and I'll answer them. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.